Welcome back. Well, with me right now is the new mayor for the city of Laguna Woods, Carol Moore. And Carol has been on the council, is it 2 years now?
This is my fourth year.
Oh, your fourth year?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow,
Whoa.
how time goes by.
I know.
And we were just talking, we were trying to think how many years ago that Carol was the president of the third board and was on that for many years. And here you are,
right?
The mayor,
right? Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Congratulations.
And I thank you so much. Everything's looking beautiful here.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're here, and we're going to talk about some good things. And one of the things, let's talk about, Aldi's opening, and,
all right,
or did open. Dollar Tree, and we've had a few other things that opened
we're pleased.
As well, right?
Yeah, we're really pleased that several things have opened, and Dollar Tree is scheduled probably the beginning of January, very beginning. So that's really close. So those will be handy stores for residents. So we're excited about that.
Yeah,
and then of course we have another coffee. We have Starbucks.
Yes, we're very caffeinated here. Yes.
We're a little buzzed, right?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was telling my wife about that. And I go, you know what? In Laguna Woods, there are 4 coffee places. You can walk between
Right.
Yeah.
Right, we have coffee beans.
Obviously, there's a need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, really. It's very popular. You stop and think about it, don't you? And if you travel, you realize when you're in another country, you're looking, you don't know how things are going to be.
Right.
It could be even in a different state. It doesn't have to be a different country. But when you see a store that you're familiar with, you know what you'll get. Right. So you tend to go there to get, you're in a hurry, and it works out. Now,
the new Starbucks we're talking about is a drive-through. I've not been over there yet. Now, you can go in there.
Correct.
Am I right?
There's some parking in the back.
Okay. Have you driven through? Have you tried that?
Oh, I've been over there. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right. We have several, as you mentioned, we have these several stores opening, and then that shopping center. Of course, we always have Mothers. We have Staters. So we have some lovely businesses in our community. Yeah,
and I've been talking to some of the merchants over at Willow Tree, and I understand that they're going to be moving down the line there, meaning remodeling those areas. And one of them told me that he heard, I don't know if this is 100% true, that the developers want to put in an area that's maybe a little food court type place. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I thought they wanted some seating areas outdoors, and that really is nice today. I like to go where you can walk around a little bit, and I think that getting to people to walk. I've always wanted to have a wellness show because I think we can encourage people. Just moving a little bit, is healthy for them. But anyway, I think that is part of it. So
that would be nice.
That would be nice.
Okay. Now, let's move on to a big issue, the dog park.
Oh, all right.
And I know that, we know how all this started a few months back, and it's looking like it's progressing. But kind of tell me, you have a very unique perspective on it, because not only are you the mayor, but you are also a member of Third and a former board member of Third.
And a dog owner.
And a dog owner. So you can look at it from all those different sides, because one of the issues has been that land.
It's the building right there. It's right next to it. And I'm glad you brought that up, because in any of these issues, you have to really respect everyone's point of view. Right. And there is the point of view. We have a lot of dog owners, and I'm a dog owner. I love dogs. It was a complicated issue, because we learned that wasn't our property.
Yeah.
You probably heard that too.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, we were also having issues with the building right there, because it was abutting right up next to them. And there is noise. There are issues if you have dogs. That's just the way it is. Which reminded me, I want to tell you, incident this morning with a coyote. Anyway, so the issue is that this is a thing for the city, and we really put another charge on our plate, and that is to move it. And so it's in the design phase now. It's there, and then we also need some people to who are interested parties to volunteer for the dog park advisory committee.
Okay.
So if they're interested, we really would like their participation, because they know, and it's good for them to participate. So anyway.
Great. And so right now, you talked about moving it, but you're not like talking about it's not moving to the other side of the
No,
community.
no,
or
no, it's
anything.
just moving down.
Yeah.
If you drive along that road, you'll see where it is, and then you see where El Toro has their pump lift station.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be on the other side of that.
Okay.
So it's not a great distance. We'll be right there. Use the same parking lot, and we have a very tight-knit group of people who use the dog park. They are supportive of one another and their dogs. We
Yeah.
really have a nice group of people, and we're wanting their support to, maybe we can get some financial support too to help maintain the place. So
Great. That's good news.
Right.
Now, you mentioned the coyote this morning or something. Tell me about
strangely,
that.
I'll just tell you that one really quick. I was walking very early this morning with my dog, who is a hunting dog, large Weimaraner. By golly, this coyote, my dog is a hunter, so he would, his nature would be to chase a coyote.
Yeah.
By golly, that coyote followed us.
Wow.
And, I turned around, he was still there, and my dog Russell was, barking and so forth. I don't know if the coyote was curious, but I thought it was a little brazen that he would follow a large dog who would, he backed off when Russell would bark, but I kept looking. When someone's following you, it does get your attention, and it did mine. So he was a little bit more brazen than you expect in a coyote.
And did it finally backed off?
It finally stopped following us, but he
Okay.
was curious, I guess, and he was young perhaps and playful, but it was, you're taken aback when they're following you.
Yeah, very.
And you should keep your eyes on anything like that, I think.
Yeah, you should. And, I know that the folks from Laguna Beach who, they oversee animal services. Laguna
Correct.
Beach oversees
Correct.
Laguna Woods. Some of the advice they give, especially if you're out by yourself, a shorter leash.
Small dogs particularly.
Yeah, maybe carry something like that.
To scare, yes,
And
absolutely.
I know that they have said, and even our own personal dog trainer has said, because we've asked about that, we live up by O'Neill Park and could have that same problem. If you especially have a little dog, don't pick up the little dog, because the coyote looks like, now the coyote is going to lunge both at you and the dog. Look at the coyote, stand your ground, and most of the time they will back off.
But this was what was a little bit strange. I did yell at the coyote, and then I kind of stomped my feet, and he backed up a little bit, but it was not like he just scampered off.
Yeah.
No, he stood there, and
Wow.
so I thought, well, this guy's a little bit more brazen, and I suggest if you're walking early in the morning, they're twilight hunters,
Yes,
so just as it's changing. Anyway, I think it would be wise, particularly if you have a small dog, to carry something, a cane or whatever, golf club.
Yeah,
maybe.
I totally agree with you. And again, if you ever have any questions about that, I know the animal services out of Laguna Beach, and I don't have the number readily available, but if you see a coyote in your area, you call them. You actually call, I think, Laguna Beach Police, right?
Actually,
there's a specific number.
Well, it's their animal control.
Yeah, but that's who services this area.
They do.
Now, we're coming up. City Hall's going to be closed for a few days for the new year, right?
Okay, for tomorrow. Today is Friday. Whoa, look how quickly things come upon us. And so the city will be closed today. If you need to take care of anything, is a good day to do it.
Okay.
And we will be closed through next week until January 2nd.
Okay.
So, which brings me into, I don't know if you're aware, libraries are busier than ever.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing that up because it ties in with our city. Libraries are very, very busy. And people, I've heard comments, well, people don't use libraries anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, they do. Not only did they use them, they're lined up. And we have lots of people using libraries, not only books, but the electronic devices and so forth. And we offer that in our city. You probably are aware where it's located right there, which will be closed, obviously, because of the holidays. That area, our city's activity in the library is among the most busy of the county.
Wow.
It's very, very busy, and it's surprising when people hear this. They think, oh, I didn't realize that, unless they're one of the people who use the facilities. We have people who use the electronic devices, use our computers, people who are looking for jobs, all kinds of reasons, but people do use it. And this is such an important part of our community, and we need more space.
Right.
We have run out of space, and so we have created a facilities fee. We have created a 501c3, and so people can contribute, and I hope if they're looking for a cause, our library is definitely one to be supported.
Yeah.
The dog park, obviously,
Yeah.
and the library, because it's used by many people in our community, people who live nearby, all age groups, and for all various reasons. Particularly, I'm pointing out that electronic devices. So please support our library in any way that you feel that you can do it.
Yeah, and you guys are looking to expand to
We
find a
are.
space. Yeah.
We need more space because
And it'll be in the willow tree, probably right over there. Do you
well,
think?
there are a couple of things that we're thinking about how we can handle that, but we definitely need more space, and we can do more things, provide more services, and people do use. You know, there's we're part of the county system.
Yeah.
So the county system enables us to participate in the materials that the county has, even wider to university and so forth. So, and that's done regularly. So anyway, I'm just getting ready to read one that we did a library loan. It's called Mistakes Were Made, but Not by Me. Have you heard of this one?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting book on how we take facts and make them fit our perception of.
Interesting.
So we don't have cognitive dissonance.
That should be a good book.
I think it'll be interesting.
All right, very good. Anything else you'd like to add?
I think I mentioned the library. I mentioned the dog park. The city. I mentioned the city being closed, and of course, you know, the city's small. The city, I have to put in two words, one of them being that the city is small, but the city provides a lot of services that only cities can provide. You know, our community, we have a wonderful community. It's truly a paradise. But the cities have to perform certain kinds of functions by law. And so the city does do that. And some of them, I'm not sure people understand that it is the city's role to maintain the streets, obviously. That's an obvious one. But there are other things like public safety and other meeting state laws and so forth. So the city does do that. And finally, I want to stick in one other thing. Because the city does that, sometimes we forget when bills are passed, and you know, like Proposition 1, money was available for water, and we know we need that, but we're not really sure how does that work? Well, the money comes from the state to the county. There's a system here, and the county administers those funds. And I'm bringing this up because January 17th, Marilyn Tomes is with the county, and she's responsible. She's retiring, and she has done so much for the county. It's something you might not even be aware of, but she is aware. Well, the recycling that's going on in our community, we're adding recycling through El Toro Water. She is a key element in this because she understands how the funds to help El Toro apply for the funds so that they can move forward, so that our South County area can participate in some of these funds that we weren't eligible for. And she was responsible for help forming the South Orange County Watershed Executive Committee, which I also serve on. These are just some things I think that we're not aware. What is the county doing? Well, there's something right there.
Yeah,
so
very
anyway.
interesting. Well, great. And, you know, folks, you're always welcome to go to the City Council meeting.
Please.
And we show that on Channel 31 if you can't make it. But you know, it's a good thing to go to now and then and find out. You know, you get all this information, and even to go and find out what's coming new to the city. It's a good idea.
Thank you so very much for having me. Good to see you. Have a great year.
You too. Happy to have you as mayor.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Next year.
Yeah, next year.
I